Yeah, good morning, Christian.
Yes, we have recent reports about the military junta in Niger Republic giving France ambassador 48 hours to leave the country, and they are going to use force.
Yeah. The ultimatum is overdue. If you ask me, it's overdue because I think last week they were being, given the ultimatum of just let's say 48 hours, but still, they are being reluctant to leave. I mean, the French ambassador and all the envoys, French envoys in Niger. So they are being reluctant to leave. I don't know why. Meaning that they want Niger junta to apply force. Yes, to expel, the envoy, French envoy and ambassadors. And that could be very disastrous if it plays out. I think the ultimate decision the French should take now in Niger is to vacate Niger for peace to reign. Let there be round table talk instead of war escalating in Niger Republic. You should leave when they don't need you anymore. When of course you know that these guys are military. They are not civilians. Anything military has to do with force. They are not civilians. There's nothing like diplomacy there. They have given you ultimatum to leave since last week. Now it has translated into how many hours? I don't understand. The French should leave Niger. Niger citizens are tired of the kind of politicking the politicians over there are playing over them. The political system in Niger is so murderous. Yes, so murderous. It's not favorable to the Nigerians. So murderous. People are dying. People are suffering. People are hungry in Niger. So the juntas that struck, they have their reasons. You should allow them to what? Express themselves. They will actually expend their ideology, their ideas. They should actually expend their energy, on the system of that country. Because they found out that the politicians have already messed up Niger. So France should stay clear right away from Niger now. As I'm talking to you henceforth, they should stay clear from
France
Niger.
is a world power. Do you think that they will just leave Niger and there will be no war?
Anyway, let me tell you.
Focus on the embassy. An embassy is like France itself. The soil is like France itself. If you focus on that, it's an attack on France.
Okay, let me tell you. They should have used their forces in 1960s during, scrambling, the era of scrambling for independence on the continent of Africa. That's when they should have used their force. This time around, they are talking about a nation that has gotten her sovereignty. Niger is a sovereign nation. Likewise, Nigeria and other African countries. You should leave. That shouldn't escalate to, this kind of, let me call it world power of a thing. The superpowers we have in the world is not only France. You have United States of America. Even Southern Africa is among the superpower. India has come in. China is among the superpower countries. The almighty Russia and America, they are there. See, let me tell you, Britain is a superpower country. So France should just, if you ask me, not only melt away from Niger, they should evaporate. They should disappear from Niger. For Christ's sake, are you treating your colonists well? Could be you are doing that. They shouldn't have staged coups against the civilians, extended the TV to you, their colonizers. Something went wrong. Are you listening to me? You should know that Omar the Bango has been there in the Gabon for 50-something years. Paul Biya is there for nearly 40 years. Paul Biya since 1986, when Amada Hijo resigned. And listen to me. See, you African leaders, you are used to this tight leadership. Sit tight leadership is the bane. That is the problem we have in Africa today. France should go, they should leave Niger. Are you listening to me? Then again, the threat by AU, United Nations, France, and other Westerners to the Gabonese coupists is just a mere backing of the dogs. They are backing like dogs. The time of French is up on the West African region. They virtually colonized the whole West African countries. ECOWAS countries, if we have to, how many in numbers? French has taken good 14 or 13 or even 12. So allow these people to breathe in their continent. These people is the problem we have on this continent. They come in as European observers. After observing someone rig election, they still support the person that rig election. To eat that country, to suck that country dry. We don't need any European observers anymore this time around. He's a military man. He's going to hand over to the civilian rules at time being. At time being, convenient time to him.
Okay, let's look at, because of what is happening in Gabon, some presidents are reshuffling their cabinet, like the Cameroonian president. And
yes.
For Kagame of Rwanda, over 930 military officers were retired.
Okay, let me tell you. Cameroon has got, the message. I've gotten the message. I told you last week that Cameroon is left out, that they should strike, that Gabon should be the next. I even mentioned Congo Brazzaville, and it played out 3 days ago. So let me tell you, Paul Biya should brace up. The best thing for Paul Biya to do now is to resign before it's too late. Because if the military intervenes, it's going to be so hard for him. Because they are going to emphasize their reasons for taking over, at least exploit Cameroon. The politicians, exploitation of Cameroonian politicians, I mean, is seizing their properties, questioning how they got their wealth, their businesses, their properties, everything about them. That if they honorably resign, I mean these presidents now that are in power on those francophone countries, they should resign so that they will be given respect. Listen to me. They should resign. Sit tight. Leadership can't help us anymore. Cameroon reshuffle 1,000 generals. They retire 1,000 generals and hundreds of the soldiers. Let me tell you, it's soldiers. It is going to worsen the situation because you not actually lay off the whole military. You left the junior ones, and the junior ones are going to connive with the one you sacked to stage a bloody coup against you. They are coming bloody. I'm telling you, resigning or retiring them immature could aggravate the military to do something more bloodier than ever. I hope you understand where I'm going, Christian. So, Rwanda and the shuffling military is sending another message to the coupists to prepare this time around. If the stage coup in Rwanda is going to be bloody, because the ones outside is going to meet the one inside, and they will stage a bloody coup as well. So what I'm trying to say is that African politicians should raise up. They should eschew good politicking system. Let me use that word. Good politicking. The way they are politicking in those days, this time around, Africans, the generation of youth, the generation of civilians they have in Africa now, they don't want it.
Okay, what should Nigeria learn from all these events? Nigerian
politicians should know that no matter how strong is the lion, when the jungle is on fire, the lion must be shivering. The lion will have no other thing, no option than to take to its food. The lion will run. Nigerian politicians are the worst all over the world. They should not forget that Britain, they are not Africans. The British are the imperialists. What they are after is our mineral resources. And when our military stage coups, the coup without in Nigeria, you can't stop us. You can never stop Nigerian military. The politicians should repent. Yes. They will start total self-reorientation, political reorientation. What they are doing in the past isn't it. They are not getting it right. If Nigerian military stage coup now is going to be bloody, they won't spare anybody. What happened in Ghana will just be egusi and moi moi.
Okay, thank you very much, Maziwa.
Good morning, Mr.
Let's talk about the current happening in Gabon. Military coup. There's the reshuffling of military cabinet of the country. I look at Cameroon and Rwanda. What's your take?
I think what is happening in Africa is not democracy. Because you cannot tell me that somebody who have ruled for, or let me say governed for 50, maybe a family that governed for 56 years, such person removed from office, you are telling me that the democratically elected president have been removed. So for me, I think what the world should not tolerate, they should not encourage it in Africa. And we are looking at the situation where francophone countries in Africa, countries that were colonized by France, are the one majorly going through this. So I think France should be able to educate all the countries they colonized, that the type of government they practice in their own country to be replicated in Africa. For me, the mentality of stay put, the idea of stay put as a president, as a leader, is condemnable. We are actually seeing a similar scenario in Cameroon. If such person is removed today, you cannot tell me that the democratically elected president have been removed.
Are they not practicing democracy? Let's look at it technically. Are they not practicing democracy?
The way I want to look at it technically, I want to look at it technically in Nigeria. You understand that there was an allegation under former President Olusegun Obasanjo that he planned to extend his tenure to with one additional term, which was normally regarded as elongation of term. And we saw how National Assembly members vehemently rejected that move. And before then, we saw, or there was speculation of executive bill for the presidency to amend the constitution. So if they are succeeded in amending the constitution and the man contested and won, you may say it's constitutional because the constitution was amended, but you have a situation where a selected few who are privileged to become House of Rep members, senators, rather than
representing their people, their constituency,
allegedly representing their people, because most of them, the elected that brings them there is not free, fair, and credible. So for me, what you see in Africa is not democracy. It's not democracy because the West will not tolerate it, and they should not encourage it in Africa. And they tell me that it's not a monarchical system of government where a family will rule perpetually.
There are elections, Mr. Matthew. There are elections.
If you fraudulently amend the constitution to perpetuate yourself in power, is condemnable. It doesn't matter whether you tell me there was an election. How do you now find a situation where in Niger, after the removing of the former president Bazoum, you saw a spontaneous reaction, celebration, jubilation in solidarity with the military? Look at Gabon the other day. We saw jubilation on the streets of Gabon because they are tired and fed up of this system where one man, one family will perpetually rule the people. I don't think God created that family as superhuman or maybe special human being to always rule the people. The West will not tolerate it and they should not encourage it in Africa.
Okay, let's look at Niger Republic. The France ambassador have been given 48 hours some days ago, but now they are going to use force to take that ambassador out of the country. What do you advise?
I think it's the greatest mistake Nigeria military junta to do. They have to be circumspect, because in international relations, if you are within the embassy of your country, it is the soil of the country that owns that embassy. For instance, in Nigeria, American embassy in Nigeria is not Nigerian soil. If you are an American embassy in Nigeria, you are standing on American soil. The law surrounding Nigeria may not apply in some cases. That is why it's difficult to enter into an embassy of a country to enforce your own law. If they do that, I think they will be giving France leverage, opportunity to legally invade them, and and they will be justified.
I hope this does not happen, because it might be a chance for France to want to.
When they do it, they are giving France the opportunity to invade them, to attack them, and they will be justified. Because in international relations, France embassy in Niger is France soil. You cannot ask the man to leave and you leave for to eject him. If you harm him and France come against you with military operation, I think it's not to be justified.
Reshuffling your military cabinet will it prevent coup in your country?
To an extent, it may prevent, but I want to tell you that no matter how long and how many times they reshuffle military, like in Cameroon, I seen in Cameroon, you are only postponing the evil days. Because you have a situation where a family have a ruling, it doesn't spell well for any country. I think if they want to get it right, they should return back to normal democracy. Friends should be able to advise them accordingly and appropriately on the basis of democracy. Not what we have in Africa.
Lastly, what do you advise the African Union? They have sanctioned Gabon.
The sanction should be in place to make them return to proper democracy. Not that they should return the ousted president to power. Just to make them quickly organize another transition to civil rule and return to proper democracy.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Matthew, for your contribution this morning. God bless you.